2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell Westbrook has passed the great Oscar Robertson for first overall in career triple-doubles. Westbrook says, "I just do what you need to do in order to win. My job is to do everything. That's what I do night in and night out, and nobody else does it the same. Simple as that. Kevin, nobody calls a game like you."
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. And it's Silva in at the 5 down low. And for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Andre Ayton out there with Larry Nance, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system, and sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Now here's Westbrook, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. James against Nance. He can't get that one. Bridges outside. The pass to Paul. Back to Bridges. Pass to Nance. Lock at 6. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. Count that one. Paul's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Suns.
Now that medium range area, that was Paul's bread and butter when he entered into the league. I mean, then he added range to that.
Here's Davis. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Davis kicks to LeBron. Ball's knocked loose. Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook, no good.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Chris, fitting, right, that Russell Westbrook began a charity called the Why Not Foundation, because that sort of sums up his attitude on the court. Put a challenge in front of him, and he'll say, LeBron, why not?
Yeah, he's always been fearless, and there's nothing he can't do on the court, period. And Russell's charity, you mentioned, the Why Not Foundation, does a lot of great work with young people in our at-risk communities.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Westbrook dishes to Davis. Over Nance. And Davis can't get it to go.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Here's Bridges, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Westbrook passes to Silva. Left side, Davis. Buries it down low.
Anthony Davis.
Davis has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, the defender plays tough, but Davis is tougher. He plays through the contact with authority.
Bounce pass from Paul. Passes it to Ayton. Back to Booker. Fires the three. It's good from long range.
And with Booker's mechanics and confidence, you're always going to assume he's going to make that.
Paul against Westbrook over Paul. And that one goes long. Suns leading by 8. Down low. And then slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Westbrook. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Now here's Booker. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Now here is Davis following the shot by Chris Paul. Fast break, here come the Suns. Paul's running. And no good that time. Great D that time from Davis. Pass to Copeland. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the team.
Smith checked in for Phoenix. Magician comes in for Paul. Gardner passes to Copeland. Here's the teardrop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Some changes for Phoenix. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Ayton. Diallo comes in for Bridges. And it's Ellison for Devin Booker. The Lakers also with a sub. McLaughlin's checked in. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Magician passes to Ellis. Here's Magician. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Here's Gardner. From outside, off the mark. And it's Porter with the ball for Phoenix. They're leading by 8. Count that one.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
So it's the Lakers now. Here's Copeland, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Magician. Porter passes to Magician. Back to Porter. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Rebound the Lakers. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. McLaughlin, the pass to Copeland. Over Diallo. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Magician passes to Ellis. Now the pass to Diallo. Here's Porter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, look, Porter uses his length well on the offensive glass. Remarkable at hitting the boards and coming away with the rebound.
Pass to Davis. Over Smith. Buries the easy one. That's now 8 points for Anthony Davis.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Magician passes to Ellis. Suns moving the ball around. Smith right side. To the inside. And Ellis the bucket on the assist by Smith.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
McLaughlin, the pass to Davis. Over Smith. And it's Davis missing.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Ellis outside. Porter trying to free himself up. Here's Smith, and Davis sends it back. And so it's the Phoenix Suns up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now, a chance to hear LeBron James expound on the difference between offense and defense.
It's more delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes but cover for one another by just communicating and flying around at times and clean up for your mistakes. Offensively, if you're not all 5 guys at the same time and not moving and cutting, and one pass or one bad screen here or one pass there can mess up the rhythm of an offense.
You know, Greg, I could listen to him talk basketball all day.
And he makes a valid point. You can't just hustle your way to great offense. It takes time and chemistry.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Suns. Ellis is out there with the Magician. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. And it's Smith. And it's Porter at the 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Lakers was tremendous. He added 33 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him. Connecting on a number of his shots. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
So it's the Lakers now, after the Suns pick up 2. Here's Davis. Green breaking loose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Chris, the NBA cutting back on the foul calls for those unnatural shooting motions. You know, the break check, the pump and jump and all that. Do you like that change?
I mean, look, it's already an offensive players game. It's hard enough to check a guy with the skill set that these players have. So, yeah, the league is throwing a bone to defenders, and it's about time.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Smith. Nance comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Bridges, he's checked in for Diallo. And it's Booker in for Ellis. The Lakers also making some changes. Silva's checked in, and James subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. And he's good on the second.
I mean, you know, Davis's reputation really does precede him. Every time he steps on the court, the other team starts to look nervous.
Now here's Booker. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Oh, man, with a high percentage look for Westbrook, the more of these your offense can generate, the better.
14 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. Booker's got 5 now.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now here's Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Davis can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 13. Bridges passes to Magician. Back to Bridges. Over James. That shot off, and it's the Lakers the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it. Love the timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down the alley.
Passes it to Booker. Inside, here's Ayton. And Silva pulls it down. Lakers trail by 11. Here's Davis. That one off the back iron and out. Davis against Booker. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Magician. He's covered by Westbrook. Nance, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Going inside.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make